Hello, Ultra Bias. Welcome to the live. Where are you from? And what do you do for a living? What is your name as well? Hello, NP. Welcome to the live. Where are you from? And what do you do for a living? Hi, Rosemary. Welcome. Make sure to like the live. Hello, Ibrahim. How are you doing? I'm doing good, by the way. My day is going pretty good in a sense. What about you? How's your Wednesday going so far? My throat's not good today. The condition is like, it's a little parched, as I can see. That's good to know, Weber. I mean, hello, Weber. Welcome to the live. Make sure to like the live, okay? How are you doing? Long time no see. That's good to know, Ibrahim. That's very nice. I hope work's going good. And let me introduce myself, NP. I'm from Darjeeling, India, and I'm a student of mass communication. After my 4 year course, I joined as a journalist and news anchor with Times Now. Nice to meet you. Well, NP, actually, what is your name? Hello, FX Trader. Where are you from? And what do you do for a living? What is your name? That's good to know, Rosemary. I'm doing fine as well. My day is going pretty good. How are your academic studies and stuff? I don't know much. I don't know what to ask. That's why. Hello, Kishan. Welcome to the live. Where are you from? And what do you do for a living? Hello, Ajay. Welcome. What do you do for a living? Welcome to the live. Oh, Nicole Prasad, you're Indian too. Oh, well, that's good to know. Nicole, nice to meet you. It's a pleasure indeed. Well, that's nice. That is indeed pretty good. Photography, it's pretty impressive introduction, as I must say. Nigel, actually, let me tell you, on here in my lives, we have a healthy discussion. It's basically a space for us to have knowledgeable discussions, discuss about a wide range of things. So I suggest, Nicole, you have a look at my channel description. You'll get to know what the channel is about, what the aim of the channel is. Alongside, you can get familiar with my live schedule in a sense. So I suggest you have a look through there. And Nicole, I'd also like to mention if you have a look at the channel description, everything like it's mainly tech focused. A lot of people from corporate or a lot of people who are just into forex trading, any trading sort of like in an instance stocks. Mostly it's those people who come, a videographer and photographer. This is pretty new for me. And I feel like it would be an interesting discussion if you are able to join often, and we can definitely, carry on. And it's always good to exchange knowledge in a sense. That's good to know, Sunil. But where are you from in India? And what do you do for a living? SKD Verma, first you tell me where are you from and what do you do for a living? You're new in the live, right? You joined my live, so it's basic ethics to introduce yourself first. Oh, well, Ajay, that's nice. Well, if I introduce myself, I'm from Darjeeling and I'm a student of mass communication. Basically, after the 4 year course, I joined as a journalist and news anchor with Times Now. Nice to meet you indeed, Ajay. Well, it was a pleasure to meet you. Make sure to like the live. And Ajay, in the meantime, I suggest you can have a look at my channel description. You'll get to know more about my lives. And on here, we have healthy discussions, and I believe you would enjoy the lives as well. It's okay, Rosemary, of course, take your time. Give me a moment, guys. Let me turn on the slow mode. It's going a little quick for me on my screen. There we go. Of course, Nikul, of course you can. And this live will continue till 2:30 Indian Standard Time. I don't know much about the Melbourne time. I'm in the time zones. I'm pretty horrible at it. And alongside, all my timings are always mentioned. So you're more than free to join anytime. And of course, it is always a pleasure to talk to new people. Hello, Sarthak, where are you from? And what do you do for a living? Actually, Sunil is asking your introduction. Like, which state are you from in India? Would you mind telling me? Alongside, what type of trading do you do? That's good to know. SKD, that's nice. All right, that's good. If I introduce myself, I'm from Darjeeling and I'm a student of mass communication. Basically, after the 4 year course, I'll be joining as a journalist and news anchor with Times Now. Nice to meet you. SKD, can I please catch your good name? Because I don't know. It would be better to refer to you properly, right? Okay, there we go. Psychot. Okay, Psychot, please make sure to like the live in the meantime, okay? And it's a pleasure to meet you. It's very nice. Hello, Ruds. Where are you from? And what do you do for a living? What is your name? Nah, it's okay, Rosemary. Don't worry, it's fine. Well, a Rosemary or Rosemary? I don't know. I must be pronouncing your name wrong horribly. Well, caffeine is pretty necessary though. And Saigon, you can definitely have a look at my channel description. You'll be more familiar with what I talk about on the live. Usually, it's pretty tech focused, and we exchange knowledge on here. So you can have a look at the channel description, familiarize yourself, and then you can come back and we can continue with the conversation. All right, Sunil, that's nice to know. If I just introduce myself, I'll say I'm from Darjeeling and I'm a student of mass communication. After the 4 year course, I'll join as a journalist and news anchor with Times Now. Sunil, I suggest you have a look at my channel description. You can read through it. Ruth, would you mind introducing yourself properly? What are you studying and where are you from? No, Mridul, you're wrong. Mridul, where are you from and what do you do for a living? Welcome. Hello, Rahul. Welcome to the live. Where are you from and what do you do for a living? Yes, Saikon. Make sure to like the live also in the meantime, and you can subscribe as well. I would appreciate it. Hello, Himanshu. Where are you from, and what do you do for a living? Hello, Kapil. Welcome to the live. Where are you from, and what do you do for a living? Yes, mass communication, the specialization is journalism, psychot. Correct about it. And Kapil, that's nice to know. What do you do for a living? Kapil, if I introduce myself, I'm from Darjeeling and I'm a student of mass communication. Basically, after the 4 year course, after doing my course of 4 years, I'll be joining as a journalist and news anchor with Times Now. And Kapil, I would suggest you can definitely have a look at the channel description. You can familiarize yourself, can read through it, and then you can come back and we can continue with the conversation after you are done reading through it. And Saigon, actually, mass communication, it's through journalism. Journalism is my specialization. After the 4 year course, I will be joining as a journalist and news anchor with Times Now, particularly. Sort of, it is a sort of like selection in a sense, if I describe. Well, Saigon, I like to ask one thing. What are your hobbies? What do you like to do? Come on, we can. It's a good way to like talk, and then we can sort of relate because tech. I like tech in a way. So you can tell me, what are your hobbies? Or like after a long day of work, how do you like to relax in a way? Like how do you like to unwind? What do you like to do? I'm pretty fond of reading. You can see from the back, shelves are there. The books are there on the shelf, I mean. Hello, Suruji. Welcome to the live. Where are you from? And what do you do for a living? Volleyball. Oh, that's good actually, Saika. That's interesting. You get the time. Because volleyball is like, isn't it a very aggressive sport in a sense? I mean, you have to prioritize practice often. That's pretty impressive. I'm not really that much into sports, honestly. That's good to know though. My hobbies are mainly like I like to read books. You can say I usually am very fond of non-fiction alongside data analytical books, statistic books in a way. I like those, and I'm very fond of Sudoku, crossword, word Scrabble. Word Bomb is also a pretty good game that I like to play often. It's pretty good. And alongside, I also like to have discussions on here. That's the best. Hello, Kunal. Welcome to the live. Where are you from? And what do you do for a living? I understand, Saikon. There is a lot of course, with work, basically, some days are pretty hectic. There's a lot to do. I understand. During school days, though, we could easily keep up with sports in a way. Hello, Manish. Welcome to the live. First, you introduce yourself. Where are you from? And what do you do for a living? Kunal, would you mind telling me what you do for a living alongside where are you from in Himachal Pradesh exactly? Well, so I got like honestly, if I tell you, I have like a wide range of hobbies. Honestly, I'm not an active book reader anymore, but besides that, I usually also like crossword Sudoku. That's like I can manage that pretty well. Recently, I'm more into keeping up with current world affairs, getting to know more about them, linking them to tech in some sort of way. And alongside, I love animals. I love street dogs a lot. I love them a lot. And the thing is, if you can have a look, or if you have had a look already, Psychot, my channel is entirely focused on them, entirely so. And the thing is that basically I take care of all the street dogs in my locality, 13 of them on my own. Just give me a moment. Actually, Saibot, in the meantime, if I tell you, my email and my contact, it is directly mentioned in my description itself. You can definitely have a look on there. Saigon, my email is directly, yeah, it is directly mentioned in the description. At the very last, it is mentioned there. So you can definitely ping me on there if you wish. And I like to also mention that in the meantime, I'm trying to grow the channel so that I can feed the street dogs 3 times a day. And I also take any sort of any contribution, donation. It is very much helpful for me, and all of it goes for their afternoon meals. Everything is mentioned in the description itself. Just give me a moment, guys. I missed a lot of messages. Well, Kunal, let me introduce myself. I'll just tell you. Basically, I'm from Darjeeling and I am a student of mass communication. Okay, and after the 4 year course, I'll join as a journalist and news anchor with Times Now. Kunal, this is how you introduce yourself. That's the first way to clear cut communication. So you'll have to work on your introduction and you can join here often. You can tell me about your hobbies. How long have you been a CA aspirant? And thank you so much, yaar, Ibrahim. I thought you left. Thank you so much, those for handling at least handling the chat a little bit. क्योंकि there's like a power cut, तो मैं मॉडरेट ही नहीं कर पा रही हूँ. I only have my phone with me. And आपको तो पता है आजकल YouTube lives में basically the thing is कि मेरा पूरा chat ही miss हो रहा है यहाँ पे. Per se they're doing construction also, यार. Hello, Ankur. Welcome to the live. Actually, okay, actually the thing is, Ankur, you can definitely can have a look in the channel description. Trust me, regarding the content of my life and everything that I post alongside what the channel is about, it is directly mentioned there. So I suggest you read through it. And in the meantime, you can introduce yourself as well. Where are you from and what do you do for a living? Hello, Sakshi. Welcome to the live. Where are you from? What do you do for a living as well? Kunal, it's fine. CA aspirants, so are you intermediate? Intermediate, or I don't know. I'm just guessing intermediate because a lot of aspirants also come here, and they're usually intermediate. So it's okay, Kunal. But in the meantime, make sure to like the live. Okay, we have healthy discussions on here, knowledgeable topics. So you can subscribe and you can join here often, as Ibrahim has mentioned. Oh man, Ibrahim, well, thanks though. I really, really appreciate for joining in and just helping me out a little bit. That is, but you can talk with me also. We can talk about like movies and stuff in the back, or like not tech this time, maybe something light in a way. Or are you occupied at the moment? That's truly up to you, Ibrahim. Don't worry. But thanks though. I appreciate it. Well, Sakshi, what are you studying? What subjects? That is, like, what is your major in college? You know, Ibrahim, seriously, it had been like a roller coaster yesterday because it was like sometimes the chats were disappearing, sometimes my voice would like glitch weirdly, sometimes it would disconnect on its own. I hope they fix this soon, hopefully. That work too, of course. Okay, don't worry. Okay, Ibrahim, then I'll assume you're in the background. And Sakshi, if I introduce myself, I'm from Darjeeling and I am a student of mass communication. My first year begins in October. Basically, I've not joined yet. And after the 4 year course, I'll join as a journalist and news anchor with Times Now. Dude, AI is interesting. I love talking about AI. But Sakshi, make sure to like the live, okay? And what are your hobbies exactly? What do you like to do? Okay, Ankur, that's nice. Would you mind telling me what do you do for a living? You can introduce yourself properly. This is space where we talk about knowledgeable topics. We have discussions, so it's pretty good. Of course, Icon. No worries. I will definitely. I'll ping you back after the live session. That is because there's a little bit of a power cut issue, so I can't really exit the live. But of course, and Saikon, in the meantime, you can talk with us also. And Sakshi, you like novels? What books? Oh my god, I love books as well, dude. Sakshi, I don't read novels much anymore. Novels, as in, I'm just considering the fictional ones. I usually am very fond of non-fiction alongside not self-help exactly, but slightly inspirational sort of like content, and data analytical books. I like Sudoku and crossword as well. Mr. Sulfur, where are you from, and what do you do for a living? What is her name? Kunal, actually, just speak. Let me give you a small tip, and that actually does wonders. What you can do is just read any book out loud, focus on your enunciation, like basically how you emphasize words, your expressions, and it helps a lot. What do you think actually? How would you rate yourself out of like 10? That is like, do you think you're introverted or extroverted? I mean, the thing is, I have an unfair advantage in a way because I'm very talkative and I'm very extroverted. So I don't really have a problem with communication at all usually, but lives are a mode for me to somewhat practice my stamina in a way. Because news anchors and journalists basically they have to talk for very long periods of time. Mr. Sulfur, where are you from and what do you do for a living? Ankur, let me just get one thing clear. That is, I'm sorry, but if you're not comfortable telling your profession, even the general sense on here, then I'm so sorry. I don't talk to ghosts at all. Anonymous ghosts, that is mainly. Because on here, I'm comfortable giving my introduction. A lot of people are as well. And I know how to deal with perverts. Okay, I know how to deal with them. And this is just another method, another way to get the Instagram of one person or another person. So if you prefer to be anonymous and not introduce yourself properly, then I believe this might not be the place for you, Ankur. No, it's okay, Kunal. Actually, linguistic background also matters. English and Hindi are like my main languages. So English, I'm very comfortable in that. And Kunal, yeah, that is true. That is true. Ibrahim is on point about this. And yes, Ibrahim, I feel like people emphasize fluency on wrong things. Not everyone. See, fluency is a different thing. Communication skills, that is just solely work on it by talking to a lot of people. That's just how you work. Some days I have bad like speaking speaking days in a way. Sometimes I get stuck more. Sometimes I get confused. It's all about like clear thinking. And yeah, Ibrahim is correct. Kunal, you don't have to beat yourself down that much. You're pretty decent. You're pretty good with your the typing and everything. Don't worry. I don't exactly want this to be like a communication class though, but if you prefer to improve your communication, you can discuss with me on like your studies and everything, and we can like discuss on it because having discussions it allows you to dive more in depth about a particular topic, and through that you're able to describe things better, right, Ibrahim? I guess Ibrahim has also like seen me use this hack when I don't know about something. Just give me a moment, okay? Well, wait, Sakshi, ready to go? I was asking about books. I was so hyped up on that. Okay, Sakshi, just give me a sign, okay, if you're still here. And Ibrahim has seen me use this hack. For an instance, let me tell you, I don't know much about like. Surprisingly, I don't know how AI and basically, for instance, I don't know about like AI data centers much, like geopolitically, like in detail. So Ibrahim has seen me ask questions accordingly. That's how I tend to just like improve my knowledge and the communication. Well, actually, Ankur, the thing is, come on, you're doing something, right? So you'll have to, don't be so closed up about it. open up yourself more. It's not that bad, of course. And you reveal it in a general sense. It's not bad. Don't worry. Well, you've already heard about my introduction as well. And Ankur, are you into like numerology or is it tarot or palm reading? I don't know much. I could be wrong about it, Ankur, so you can correct me on it. And Kunal, I suggest one book, Psychology of Money. It's a very good book on finance if you want to know about that. Otherwise, I have a huge list of suggestions, but I'm going to get into it later in a way. I need to snack on something. Hold on. Well, Mr. Sulfur, let me tell you something. I've already asked you to introduce yourself around 3 times, and now if you still can't introduce yourself and you prefer to be a ghost, you will be blocked shortly after. And actually, Ibrahim is right about that. But Psychot, it is like practice for me to practice my stamina to be able to talk for longer periods of time. It is somewhat considered as that. So you're correct about it, of course. You should, Kunal. Psychology of Money is good. I argued with that book a lot, though, but it is good in a general sense. It's a self help book, so it might be stretched a little bit longer. That's good to know, Ankur. That's nice. Okay, empath. I'm also an empath, but I'm very empathic towards like animals, street dogs in a sense. And actually, speaking of that, Ankur, I suggest you have a look at my channel description. You'll be more familiar with my live and alongside what I do on this live, alongside also what the aim of the channel is. Mr. Sulfur, why are you fooling around? I'm literally, my eyes are directly on the chat. You are the one who was completely twisting the topic throughout. Oh, hi, Rachel. Welcome. How are you doing? I'm doing good, by the way. Make sure to like the live, okay? Good afternoon. Oh my gosh. Well, Psycho, the thing is that I'm glad that you choose like a field that you're interested in mainly. I mean, you know what you excel in, you know what you'll do good in. And I know medical is not everyone's cup of tea. And on top of it, with medicine, the thing is you have to study for like almost forever. That's like, I mean, that's the case for everything nowadays, but I don't know. Well, Tanuj, let me tell you, you might have typed something that I did not like, because let me be honest, my channel, it's very clean. It's a very clean space. Alongside, it's a very clean space, and on here I like people who talk about knowledgeable topics, decent people, people who have good discussions, alongside also the students who talk about their studies or hobbies and everything. So Tanuj, let's get that clear, but would you mind telling me where are you from and what do you do for a living? Could you mind introducing yourself, Tanuj? I'm not sure why. Or it could also be the case, Tanush, that sometimes on YouTube when you're sending messages, it's not visible. It has happened to a lot of people, unfortunately. So that could also be the second scenario. Because I don't think I would block an old sub for no reason. Oh well, Ankur, the thing is like, let me, Ankur, see, I don't believe in like Gen X, Y, Z, like whatever, millennials. I don't believe in that. As long as the chat is decent, we have a good discussion, we have a good time, we're able to talk properly. That's what it matters. And you're more than free to subscribe and join in alongside, and you can always come. And thanks, Rachel. I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much. And Rachel, actually, to clarify your doubt, I am a student of mass communication. You're correct. Specialization is journalism. And the thing is, my college, it's going to begin in October. It has not started yet. My first year has not started. Setting, you know. And Ibrahim, that is correct. Ibrahim said something very good. That is, knowledge is power. It is. We must do it anyway for better living, and we must also have it like as a hobby, something productive to train ourselves cognitively and just have a better memory in a way. Actually, I know you guys have like practicals and stuff. I don't know much about the fields of study, okay? I don't know much. Just speak in a general sense. Of course, don't worry, Ankur, of course. Let me just have a snack. I'm feeling hungry. Hold on. Enigma, actually, you have gotten it wrong. It's not a spot, it's a bindi. Usually, Indian women often wear it. It is mainly for aesthetic or it's for cultural purposes. Well, Enigma, where are you from and what do you do for a living? Of course, Ankur, you can. Of course, Ankur, you can definitely. You can keep the notifications on. Also, everything regarding my lives is there. It's mentioned in the channel description. Don't worry. Hello, Akansha. Welcome to the live. Where are you from? And what do you do for a living? And actually, Ibrahim, I'd also like to introduce you with Rachel. That is Rachel. I might get your introduction a little wrong, okay? So don't mind me exactly. Because there's no way for me to have a look at the Kakashi account that you commented with Rachel at first. But well, Ibrahim, this is Rachel Rukio. I don't know. I can't pronounce her username properly, but she's from Karnataka, and she's I guess she's studying German B1. That is, and I forgot what major you had, Rachel. I'm so sorry about that. And actually, Rachel, meet Ibrahim. He's also one of the regulars I joins. Ibrahim is from Hyderabad and he's an ERP consultant, software engineer. We also have a very good discussion on AI and stuff. Sometimes we talk about like movies and stuff. So there we go. Akansha, what do you do for a living? Kunal, I must have missed your question. I don't know. It's not visible on my screen. I'm sorry. Hello, Nihal. Welcome to the live. Make sure to like the live, okay? And alongside everyone who's here, Kunal and everyone, make sure to subscribe to the channel as well. I would appreciate it. Yes, I got it correct. Future is all about AI. I mainly like to. I can only already emphasize on this. Most of the technological advancements we're gonna have, AI is always integrated on this. AI has been here for a very long time. Many people confuse Gen AI with normal AI, and like it's confusing, but it is fully integrated. Some people were believing psychot that AI is gonna be like it's gonna be a bubble burst. It will be a small bubble, but it's not gonna. I don't think so because many people thought internet would also be a bubble, but I don't think so. AI is gonna be here with us for a long time. There you go, Kunal. There you go, my brother. This is why Gen Zs are very easily misguided. उन्हें भटका दिया गया है in a sense, I like to mention. And let me give you a quote. I quote on Palki Sharma, when textbooks, when reads replace textbooks and algorithm becomes your teacher, a misguided generation becomes a national security issue. So, Kunal, I suggest you don't become one of the examples of this quote. And I suggest you read through your own research, do your own research, know more, and then present your points and come on here because half knowledge is very dangerous. Of course, Ankur, no problem. Catch you later and you can join anytime. Thank you. It was nice talking to you as well. And Ibrahim, of course, don't worry. Of course, I must introduce, right? Because that way it's like when we have a convo, it's going to be very engaging in a sense. By the way, Ibrahim, do you know about fox nuts? I like to have fox nuts often. I was about to snack on them, but forgot about it. Wait, let me get back to you, okay, Rachel and Ibrahim. Just give me a moment. And Saigon, let me just get one thing clear. I'll tell you, no poverty topics on my chat, okay? Because I know you're gonna say you like my eyes, and then I'm gonna move ahead with another topic. Please don't get too comfortable. Okay, it's clearly mentioned. If you want to have a conversation on knowledgeable topics, then more than welcome to do so. Otherwise, not. I don't know, man, Rachel. I don't know. I've not really like focused on that aspect. That is like you'll most likely see me in mainstream after everything, after my after 5 years at least or 4 years on the internet. I mean, digital footprint is a thing. I mean, so maybe you might there might be nostalgia, I guess, Rachel. I don't know. Never really thought about it in that sense. Actually, Ibrahim, wait, what did I mention? I was basically geez, I like flew by that topic so quickly, Ibrahim. I got confused, but it's okay. Don't worry. Nothing really relevant though. It's just like normal, irrelevant blabbering. Oh no, Ibrahim, you're leaving. Okay, no problem. Well, good. I mean, have a good rest of your day ahead, and talk to you later. Then, bye. Take care, Ibrahim. Bye bye. And Rachel, let me mention the thing is, of course, you will see me on times now that is on television, and let me tell you, it is a scholarship. It is a scholarship. So, long story cut short, I had gotten a scholarship, so hence the selection is already there, and the placement is there. But of course, I'll feel proud in a way that I've come so far from my journey. I've come so far, and it's always good. Hello, Nitin. Welcome to the live. Nothing much. We're just having a light conversation. Nothing at all. How are you doing? Make sure to like the live, okay? Hello, Moody. Welcome to the live. Where are you from? And what do you do for a living? Kunal, you're not blocked. Actually, you're not. I'm just choosing to not engage with your conversation because I've already given you a pretty solid response, and you're just giving mindless takes. And let me guess, your favorite YouTuber must be Dhruv Rathi, right? Must be. Well, let me get one thing clear. Any controversial bring ups after this, you'll be straight away blocked without any warning. So let me get that clear, Kunal. That's good to know, Nitin. So, what subjects did you cover today so far? 6 subjects is a lot, but like, I like to know. It's okay, Rachel, no problem. I got a horrible power cut, so like I'm like struggling with the moderation today. It's okay, don't worry, Rachel, that's fine. You can just let me know whenever like you can just let me know when you will be. Actually, Rachel, I might have a hack for you a little bit. I'll just tell you that if you're using Wi-Fi, then you should probably turn off the Wi-Fi. First, disconnect it from your phone alongside, just restart the router, and then you can reconnect it. That somewhat solves the connection problem. If you're using data, then you should probably turn off the data, restart your phone, and then you should reconnect the data. It usually helps with the problem. Do that while waiting for at least like 5 seconds. That's good to know, Nitin. That's nice. That's nice. What was the most satisfying study session amongst like advanced accounting, law, and tax? What was the best one? I don't know exactly. I don't know why I'm asking this, but it's pretty good. The productivity is good. Actually, sniper gamer, you won't get anything because you'll be kicked out of everywhere. And this is the first example. Oh, there was okay. You are using Wi-Fi, Rachel. All right. All right, hopefully the Wi-Fi gets somewhat fixed soon though. It's so like anxiety worthy using mobile data though sometimes can be pretty weird in a sense. I use Wi-Fi sometimes, so usually whenever there's like a problem, I usually just restart everything. I use Airtel, so it's pretty good. It's okay, no problem, Rachel. You don't have to point out the typos. It's okay because I just ignore them. I swift over it. I got autocorrect installed in my brain in a way. So I just normally correct it whenever I'm reading something. Don't worry. I'm drinking chai at this time, surprisingly. I don't know. I need my fuel, right? It's okay. Don't worry. Autocorrects are a problem. Rachel, actually, I want to ask, have you been into like movies and stuff? Movies, as in, I like to ask, like, have you watched Pursuit of Happiness? That's like my favorite movie. I watched it, dude. I can rewatch it also. It's such an inspirational movie in a sense. And I probably cried like 2 or 3 times while watching that movie. Pursuit of Happiness. Oh my gosh, I just remembered Karate Kid. There were so many movies. Jeez, I'm not really a cinephile anymore, but like I know so many movies. God must be crazy. I want to watch that movie. Surprisingly, I have not. I'm living under a rock. Rachel, what genre do you like in movies? Can also like we can talk about that. Lighter topics for today. No tech talk or linguistic talk. Rosemary, you're still here. Oh my God, Rosemary, you can also talk with us and you can also join in. What movies do you like to watch mainly? Well, Rosemary and Rachel, you guys can like tell me about your favorite movies, what you like to watch. if I say specifically, Pursuit of Happiness was pretty good. Karate Kid just gives me nostalgia at this point. I don't know like the movie names much, but like for some reason, dude, I don't know the movie names. I've watched them, but I don't know. I can't really remember much. Night at the Museum was pretty dope as when I was a kid. It was pretty dope. I liked it. It was one of the most interesting movies I've watched in a while. Well, greetings. I'm so sorry I cannot pronounce your name. But greetings, though. But if you're Russian, where are you from and what do you do for a living? I can't pronounce your name, though. It's pretty tough for me. Web series? Oh, I'm not really into web series much. Withering with You. What is like the general plot of Withering with You, and how is Prison Break, Rachel? How is Prison Break so far? Lengthy season? I don't know exactly. If the season is too lengthy, I don't know. The only like show that I watched is like Modern Family. That too, it's like in intervals and breaks. And actually, Rosemary, Withering with You, what's the genre like? I don't think I've heard about it at all, or maybe I'm getting it confused. I'm not sure. Anime? Oh, all right, that's good to know. So you live in Moscow, that is. Okay, that's good. Would you mind telling me your name so I can refer to you properly and let me introduce myself as well alongside? I'm from Darjeeling, India, and I'm student of mass communication. After the 4 year course, I'll join as a journalist and news anchor with Times Now. Oh my gosh, Rachel, that's a lot. Alice in Borderland. I've seen that. I guess I've seen it like in clips of it though, but I don't know if I should watch it. I don't know if it would fit much. Don't worry, Rachel. I have the same problem. I know most movies, I don't know their name. Like I can remember the scenes and everything, but the name wise, like my memory is so bad in this. I don't know. Actually, and Rosemary, like if I tell you anime movies are gorgeous, so don't worry. Webov, where are you from and what do you do for a living? All right, well, Kitty, nice to meet you indeed. And Kitty, why don't you have a look at my channel description because you can familiarize yourself more. There are timings of my lives mentioned in Indian Standard Time, time zone that is. And on here, we have a discussion about a wide range of topics, healthy discussions that is. So you can have a look directly on there. You'll get to know what the channel is about, what the aim of the channel is, get a little familiar with my content, and then you can come back and we can continue with the conversation, Kitty. Nice to meet you, though. Actually, Rosemary, I was looking forward to you describing the movie a little bit. I don't know why. Rachel and Rosemary, let me tell you guys, I am a little I am a little psychotic because the thing is I love spoilers for some reason. I don't know why. I don't like looking at spoilers, but I like to know about them in a way. Hmm? Actually, of course, Kitty, of course. Indians are always supportive. I feel like we're like best buddies and everything. Plus, our alliance between our nations also, it's pretty solid. The friendship that is. Well, Kitty, you can tell me more about yourself. How do you like to? What do you like to do? What are your hobbies? How do you like to unwind from work after a long day? That is, Kitty, more than welcome to engage in the conversation with us. Give me a moment. And Rachel, prison break. How is it? You can tell me spoilers about that. I was looking forward to knowing more about weathering, the one that Rosemary mentioned, but I don't know exactly. Any spoilers will do that you think I should watch. Any series. Well, that's nice. If I introduce myself, I'm from Darjeeling and I'm a student of mass communication. After my 4 year course, I'll join as a journalist and news anchor with Times Now. With Times Now, I mean. So nice to meet you. Weber, what year are you in exactly? And make sure to like the live in the meantime. Hello, Mia, where are you from? And what do you do for a living? What is your name as well? Oh, that's good actually. That's very nice. Kitty, that's very good. Actually, drawing. So, like, what mediums do you like to use? Are you more into sketching in a sense, or do you like to use coloring as well, like rendering in a way? That's pretty good. Don't worry, hobbies are like something you do randomly, and that is solely to wind down to relax. If I tell you about my hobbies, mainly look at the shelf at the back. I like books. I like to read books, and my favorite ones are nonfiction alongside data analytical books. I like to know about them. I like to read alongside. I also like Sudoku and word scrabble, word bomb, crossword. And also, I like to have discussions on the live. So I like to talk about tech, AI, anything just gaining knowledge. That's something I love. And I feel like I'll never get tired of it. That is. And I'm also very fond of, yeah. Oh my god, same kitty, same. I love animals. I love street dogs a lot. Mainly, I'm very fond of street dogs. You will definitely love my channel because like I'm a student, so basically I take care of like 13 street dogs in my locality at my own expense, and my channel is actually entirely dedicated on them. It is entirely dedicated for them, and I'm aiming to grow it so that I can feed them 3 times, because whatever earnings I get, I'm aiming that everything will go for them. So it's always a pleasure to meet fellow animal lovers, because on the lives, first thing is it serves as an outlet for me to practice my communication, my stamina, because I'll be going in the news anchoring field. So it would help me a lot to practice my energy, to know more. And alongside, it's also a great platform actually to gain exposure and talk with people who love animals and are fond of them as well. So absolutely, I adore it. Oh, thanks. Thanks for the small brief, Rachel. I appreciate it. Let me just read through it. Hold on. And let me hydrate myself. And actually, Kitty, you're definitely correct about this. You're vegetarian. That's very good actually. I know in Russia, mainly in the capital as Moscow, very few are vegetarian. Like fewest of the few, I like to mention. Well, Kitty, but I'm really excited. Like you said, you are into writing as well. I write blogs. I used to write blogs before. I'd like to know what you write about as well, like themes, what you like to do. And Kitty, I feel like you should like the live and you should subscribe as well. I would appreciate it. Yes, hydrate yourselves. Rachel, you're correct about this. You should. I just drank a little sip. I still have some chai remaining. I have to drink some. Lucky Brave, where are you from? And what do you do for a living? Arpit, where are you from? What do you do for a living as well? Yes, I mean, that is true. We are like twins, I guess, Kitty, in a sense. Though I'm not into drawing, unfortunately, but like writing, I love it. What do you write about usually? I like to write stories. I like very long essays. I like to write on those. So I got my name is Sheen-Jinee. Can refer to me as Sheen or Sheen-Jinee. It's either. It's your choice. And Rachel, actually, like, come on, you can. Oh, you got a call, never mind. But after the call, make sure to join into the chat, okay? Talk with us. Because come on, you're my buddy. I want everyone to feel included, right? It's gonna be like a hangout. Just let me know when you'll be back, okay, Rachel? Arpit, what are you studying? What subjects are you studying at the moment? You gotta be a little more specific. Lucky Brave, where are you from? What do you do for a living? I appreciate it. Yes, Kitty, I also like imaginary stories and fiction is so good. I like to, my themes are mainly like I like to write about melancholic stuff, little like not sad, but little observant. Rhyming lines are the best. Those are so satisfying, right, Kitty? I like those. And regarding drawing, also, I want to ask, what do you usually use? I used to use if I tell you, I used to use graphite pencils for sketching little bit, and for like coloring, my favorite medium was oil pastels. It was very smooth. So, of course, and you know, Kitty, I guess you might relate. Sometimes when you're doing something, randomly you get an idea. It like pops in your head, and like you have to quickly jot it down. I know the struggle of a writer. Don't worry. It's so nice when you're able to write a scene properly and it's accordingly, it's written well, and like it's just it hits different. I'm so sorry, like my mic died, so I'm using my other mic now. I'm so sorry about that. Oil pastels are so good. What brand do you use? I used to use Faber Castell for like oil pastels, but like it was not that good. Because the oil pastels I had, unfortunately, Kitty, they were so waxy. They were not exactly smooth at all. Arpit, if I introduce myself, I am from Darjeeling and I'm a student of mass communication. After the 4 year course, I'll join as a journalist and news anchor with Times Now. Nice to meet you. Make sure to like the live, okay? If you haven't already. Of course, Kitty, of course. Definitely. Russia is really pretty though. Some like the landscape, everything it is. I don't think I'll be able to adjust with the cold, but And actually, Kitty, let me tell you, why don't you come? Why don't you come to India? Why don't you come here instead? Because in India, the flight is pretty cheap. So you can come, you'll get the visa easily, Kitty, you will. And you can come, you can stay in Darjeeling with me because Darjeeling is, let me tell you, it's a gorgeous hill station. It's so pretty. And at this time, it's pretty cool. It's very nice. You'll be able to adapt pretty well. And the thing is, you can come on here. You can. It's known for its tea as well. It's aromatic tea. There are a lot of varieties. You'll see tea gardens, everything, tea plantations. The tea tourism here is excellent. Why don't you come here? I'll give you like I can host you, and you can have a small tour as well. Lot of pretty landscapes to explore here. Saint Petersburg, I've heard about it. Yes, a lot of special places. That's true, Kitty. But you'll have to come here first. Definitely have to visit because India has a lot of India's like it's like basically it's a melting pot of like a lot of cultures. It's pretty diverse, and I believe you will definitely enjoy the tea here as well because it is like world class tea. Mostly a lot of exports are there from Darjeeling directly. Of course, Kitty, of course. More than welcome to do so. And Kitty, you can always join into the chat. You can always talk with us. You're more than welcome, and it would be nice. We can chat along about our hobbies, everything. Hi, Rachel. Welcome. Yeah, Rachel. So you can join in with Kitty and I. You can talk with us. Come on, you're one of my buddies as well. And I don't like people feeling left out. I want everyone to talk in. I mean, talk into the conversation, join in, and we can have like we can talk about drawing or sketching or any topics that are interesting. We can talk about anything. Oh yes, yes. The thing is, Kitty, whenever people go to the home, that is, we do say namaste. That is a very good greeting that we do, and Indian people are very hospitable. We are, and we are known for our hospitality as well. We are very welcoming, and plus you will definitely enjoy places. Definitely, it's okay. Let me help you out. It's namaste. Namaste. Don't worry. If I tell you, like basically, Kitty, I know Paka, that is bye. But I'm not that good with Russian either. My pronunciation is horrible. As long as we're trying, we know about our culture, we talk about it, that's interesting. And Kitty, you can talk with Rachel as well. Rachel is also one of my buddies who comes on here and we talk well. So you guys can also introduce yourselves and talk along. In the meantime, let me finish my chai. Hold on. You're correct about that, Kitty. You are. It's Namaste. Spelling's a little off, but don't worry. It's the vibe. And Rachel, let me tell you, you're an introvert, right? You mentioned. Stay with me in the chat for 2 days. Okay, talk with me. And on the third day, I'll take you in collab on the live. So you'll talk with me, like how I'm talking with everyone. You'll talk with me also. And you will talk with everyone on live itself. And the thing is, that on the fourth day, you'll automatically become an extrovert. You got to accept my challenge. I'll make you an extrovert in 4 days. How about that? Bhagwat, where are you from and what do you do for a living? It sounds good. It does actually, Kitty. That's actually it's pretty sweet. And namaste from India. There we go. That's nice. Moscow is cool. That's interesting. Well, Kitty, I'm also trying to. My goal is like I also want to learn Russian at some point. It will be good. You got any suggestions for me how I can maybe improve or like learn as a beginner? I don't know exactly. Yes, Rachel, I'll try. So your challenge starts from today. You'll have to stay in live for 2 days, and on the third day, you're gonna be with me on the screen, chatting along. It's okay, don't worry though. You just have to open up, and you'll become extroverted itself. Hello, Priyanka. Welcome to the live. Where are you from, and what do you do for a living? The power cut is very long, man. I'm like literally, I'm worried that I might be missing a few messages. Nothing much. Yeah, yeah. I mean, there are courses. Courses are more helpful. That's true, Kitty. I do have like a few channels noted for Russian, but at the meantime, I'm aiming to learn Russian as well because it will elevate. It will elevate and it will give me some leverage in my news anchoring field. That is some aiming because and Russia is like India's greatest ally. So I obviously I want to learn Russian also at some point. Of course, Rachel, more than welcome to do so. I mean, Rachel, you got any tips for me? Any linguistic tips? Priyanka, would you mind introducing yourself? Where are you from, and what do you do for a living? My throat is closing on. I'm so sorry. Madhur, where are you from, and what do you do for a living as well? I'm thinking. Well, Rachel and Kitty, how about we have a conversation going on regarding if all three of us are into sketching, we can talk about this as well. I'm not sure. I'm trying to find like a common topic that we can discuss on, but I don't really, I'm not being able to find any. Madhur, where are you from and what do you do for a living? Priyanka, I'm not from London. I guess you're confusing me with someone else. I'm not. I'm from India as well, by the way. What do you do for a living, Priyanka? And would you mind telling me which city you're from in Odisha? I mean, Rachel, vocabulary is always a big thing. So I would like to improve on that as well. That is true. I know. That is true, Kitty. And for unfortunately, having digital translators, like sometimes it can be very inaccurate, right? Because I believe, like Kitty in Russian, there are like few words are like very similar, but they depend on the context. So basically, it can lead to like a translation mishap also at some point. And Rachel, this could be the case with German as well, right? I mean, this is the case with most languages. Even I was learning French like literally last year. I'm very basic level at it. If I say my fluency is at like a solid 3.5, and it is not a translatable language because whenever I tried to translate it, it was not translating it accurately. It was not good. Priyanka, are you a student or are you working? But Rachel and Kitty, what do you think? Like, are there any reliable translators, digital translators that can elevate your learning skills somehow? I believe at the moment there are many. I guess with the with basically the development and integration of AI, artificial intelligence. There are many good ones now, but before it would be a disaster in a way. Oh no. Just give me a moment, okay? Oh no, Kitty. Actually, the thing is, Rachel, I guess you have also seen this thing, right? Mainly, I've seen like with any languages like German or with French or with Russian, you try to translate it, it's horrible. Oh no. But Kitty, I'm glad that you somehow understood what he was trying to say. That would be so funny. Which best road to sleep? It's like due to the similarities. I mean, I don't know, Rachel. I mean, it's pretty anxiety worthy, anyways. I feel like just being judged would make me lose my mind in a way. I would like fumble, basically. That's the case with French, also mainly. I don't know, or maybe I'm generalizing the Parisians. The Parisians. I don't know why I'm doing that. Priyanka, I'm from Darjeeling, and I'm a student of mass communication. My first year begins in October, and basically, after the 4 year course, will join as a news anchor and journalist with Times Now. Sumit, where are you from, and what do you do for a living? Hold on. Oh my god, Kitty and Rachel, imagine if someone just came up to you and they're struggling to translate. That would make me. That was very. That was kind, you know. I mean, you did control it in the meantime, but I would like lose my mind. No, I mean, the poor person, man. They must have been so confused with like thinking like, how are they going to translate this? It's so like, but imagine being in a place you don't know the language of, and like the translators also like behaving this way. But thankfully now, due to more technology, I guess there are some reliable translators for specific languages. If I'm correct about that, I'm not sure. I've seen one about Japanese translations, like translators. I don't know about Russian though. Even in Hindi, also, it's so confusing. Even in Hindi, like if I say like Rachel and Kitty, in Hindi also there are some words that are very similar. This is the case with many, like all languages actually. Never mind. Aitian Mool Balyan, where are you from? And what do you do for a living? And what is your name as well? And yes, actually, Priyanka, I am. And Darjeeling is it's a very nice like hill station. It is. And thanks, I appreciate it. Priyanka, what are your hobbies and what year are you in for nursing exactly? I guess you might be in the internship practical stage, right? ITN, okay, Anmol. Okay, well, okay, Anmol, you're from Uttar Pradesh. Nice to know. What do you do for a living? And would you mind introducing yourself as in where are you from in Uttar Pradesh? Just give me a moment. What is this, man? Kitty, it's okay. Don't worry. It's fine. It's hard to control like the laughter in the meantime. It was not in a bad sense, so you don't have to worry about it, Kitty. Right? What do you think, Rachel? Because Rachel and Kitty, like usually, it's normal to laugh about these things. Kitty, you don't have to feel bad about it. And there are a lot of similar words in most languages. Hence, it makes translation a little rusty in a way. It makes it a little confusing. It's normal. It's okay. I myself, when I'm speaking English, I've like mixed up two words together. Can you imagine that? This has happened so many times on the live. And I also laugh at my own mistakes. It's okay. Laughter is the best medicine. Anmol, would you mind telling me what do you do for a living? Are you a student or are you working? Oh my gosh. Kitty, when I was in school, oh my gosh, let's talk about our school days. What do you think, Kitty and Rachel? Should we go ahead with that? We can. We can talk about this. Oh my gosh. You know, Rachel and Kitty, I have this horrible habit of just remembering the worst things and just laughing about it. I had a laughing problem when I was in school. I like randomly in class, I would start laughing because I would remember something. Have you guys ever sat in the classroom and have you guys like ever just wondered what would happen if you just get up and start screaming and you run out of the classroom? I don't know. I've seen memes about this, but it's funny. The worst thing is when you see like one of your classmates fall down the stairs or something, and then for the next few months, that's the only thing you remember, and it makes you laugh. I'm so sorry, Rachel and Kitty, but it's pretty funny in a sense. It's so hard to like tolerate. It's so hard to control the laughter. It's so hard. Even pinching myself doesn't work at this point. Right, and it basically it has a recap in the mind in the worst moments. Come on, Rachel, this is an opportunity for you to open up and chat along more. Let's do one thing. Rachel and Kitty, tell me the most funny incidents, funny story times from your school life. I like to know because on here we talk about our school life as well often, and it's a good way to revisit nostalgia, talk about how our school lives were and everything. Oh my god, Rachel is telling a story time. Oh my gosh, okay. Don't worry. It's not awkward to share. Don't worry about it. We are not judgmental at all. Oh no, wait. That is oh no, I would have died. If that happened to me and I was a teacher, I would have lost it. Oh no. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Rachel. That just made me laugh. It's not awkward, don't worry. I mean, disasters can happen with anyone. It's fine. I mean, Kitty, that is the thing that you're wholesome then. That means your laughter is contagious, and having a contagious laughter is actually a very good sign. That means you're very optimistic, you know. And Rachel, what was the reaction of the student that was getting yelled at? That was like instant karma. It's fine. Hello, Sagar, where are you from? And what do you do for a living? Thank you. I was about to ask that, Rachel. Oh my gosh, don't worry. I hope he recovered. That's gonna haunt him for at least like a year or so. Pretty embarrassing. I feel bad for the teacher, man. I do feel bad. Ayan, where are you from and what do you do for a living? Sagar, would you mind introducing yourself? You're new to the live, right? So it's basic ethics. So where are you from and what do you do for a living? I guess Kitty might be typing her like funny story in the meantime, maybe. I hope Kitty you won't disappoint us. Because this is an open space, it's a hangout. So we are like buddies only, all of us are like friends. So you can talk along. Don't worry, man. Rachel, I would have died. I'd like just giggling all the time. That would have but me being an empath doesn't make it better either because like man, poor guy. Funny moments. I don't really have any funny moments, honestly. I got a pretty boring school life, man. A cartoon on his face. Kitty, do you know which cartoon exactly? Oh my gosh. Hopefully, it's not a permanent marker though. Permanent marker would make it worse because you'd have to scrub that stuff out of your face in a way. I mean, okay, I do have a story time. Let me go ahead, okay? So Kitty and Rachel, just wait, I'll tell you. So basically, when Operation Sindoor was going on, basically in our area, it was mandatory that we would have like drills, basically. Drills as in we would have like a evacuation drill just in case if there is any emergency. So that was mandatory. So basically the thing was ours in our school, I believe we were in 12th at the time, I guess, yeah. And basically it was our teachers were giving us instructions. Kitty and Rachel listen very carefully, okay? We were having like an we were like sitting and not sitting, we were in like the assembly, in a sense assembly as in like we had a gathering. Everyone was assembled onto the main ground, the courtyard, yeah, the courtyard of the school. So our teachers explained very carefully that when the bell will ring, like not a bell, but like when the sound of the drill, like sirens will ring, we'll have to immediately evacuate or I mean out of our classes, and we'd have to go somewhere else. And it was explained that no one is gonna rush and no one is going to shout, no one is going to do anything, and it is our responsibility as the older students, the seniors in high school, to look at the smaller, like junior students, if they are heading out properly. That was clear. But the thing was, on our way to the classroom, we went to our classroom as usual because it's a mock drill. Mock drill, that is. It was just a practice in a way, it was mandatory for it to be carried out. So basically, the thing was, we were in our classroom, and all of us were very attentively waiting for the siren to, like, basically come. And we were oddly, like, I'm so sorry, but we were oddly, like, anticipating how we are gonna even evacuate properly because our school is so chaotic. Nothing goes well properly. Nothing goes even smoothly in our school for some reason because the students are like students. What can you expect of them? And then we were sitting in our class. Our teacher comes. She's our class teacher. She tells us that we are supposed to evacuate when the sirens will ring out. Confirm. So we realize, okay, we're going to evacuate. Shortly after, one more teacher comes. She's not exactly our class teacher, but she's another subject teacher. And she comes and she tells us that basically, when the siren rings, you're not supposed to move out of your classroom. Confusion. We didn't know if we were supposed to go out of the classroom or we were supposed to go, if we were supposed to stay in the classroom. Okay, hold on. Let me ask you a few things. Dexter, where are you from and what do you do for a living? Continuing on with the conversation. So, Rachel and Kitty, all of us were in our classroom. It was pretty dark in a way. So, we're sitting. There was in just to tell you something, construction was going on literally just a few walks away from our classroom, so everything was off, the construction was not going on. Suddenly we hear the sound of the drill, like literally the machine, and we thought it was a siren. Everyone just got up so quickly, and we got up and like our heart was like beating for some reason. And like exactly. See, Kitty, I'll just tell you the disaster. We got up so quickly. And one of my classmates told me, like, bro, this is not the siren. This is the sound of the construction. And I'm like, yeah, it is the drill. That is not the sound of the siren. So we sat down again because we mistook the sound of the drill as a siren. Secondly, waited for 5 minutes. Suddenly the siren goes off. So that is the cue that for the mock drill, we will have to do something. Now, one teacher is saying we have to go out of the classroom, one teacher is saying that we'll have to stay in the classroom. The siren goes off. one of our classmates latched the door, could not open it for the life of him. He was like struggling. We had like five people basically trying to unlatch the door, and some dumbass in my classmate, like in my classroom, was trying to close the window, and we had teachers shouting from outside, telling us that we are supposed to move out. And let me tell you, one of my classmates had injured his foot, like he had sprained his ankle, so he can't walk properly at all. And trying to open the door, he falls and everyone's walking. And it was like basically he was about to get trampled on the way. And while we were going, we were walking. My classmates noticed that, oh my god, where did our other classmate go? He's like crawling behind. You see like two guys pick him up and everyone's rushing out. But unfortunately we missed the timing. So our teachers told us to go back to the classroom once again so that we'll be fine. And let me tell you, in our schools, we have like student council in a way. Student council is basically captaincy. So I was one of the captains, and we had four more students. We had four more students in our captaincy, right? That they're all from my class, by the way. So they told everyone to go in the literally, that's why, Kitty. I don't know why they were closing the window. Basically, Kitty, everyone was going back to the class as instructed because our teachers were very mad that the mock drill didn't go well. So it was our second time. So, of course, we were about to go as well to the class, basically. Our teachers tell us no. In the mock drill, when it's happening, you have to look after all the students and you have to stay outside. If there's an emergency, also, you'll have to stay outside. And I'm so sorry, Kitty, but it made me laugh. One of my other classmates, let's call him A, okay? He's also captain. He basically said that, he basically said, okay, so whenever there's a mock drill, we'll have to stay outside. Are we not humans? And I was like, dead ass, are we not humans then? In the mock drill, also, we'll have to stay outside. So basically, my classmates were joking that if the missile will come, we'll catch it by our hands, literally. Because in the mock drill, also, it was supposed to be a serious thing, but they were making us regulate students. So that does not make sense. If there's an emergency, we will be like the last ones to evacuate, in a sense. So, of course, we listened, we went back. Second mock drill round, the teacher told us we are supposed to sit under the table for some reason. I don't know why. And when the siren will go off, we'll have to run out of the classroom. Right? We'll have to go out in the classroom without running. We'll have to evacuate, which did not make sense actually, because if there is an evacuation, wouldn't you have to like basically stay in the class? I'm not sure. So siren rings. We're sitting under the table. One of my classmates really gets a concussion because he ducked under the table so quickly that he hit his head on the table. And like we were so worried because we have no first aid in our class as well. And just then one of the teachers comes, and we have very strict regulations, Kitty and Rachel, in our school regarding the uniform and everything. Kitty, one of my classmates, like it was like a that day the dress code was different. It was sports dress code we had to wear, not the formal school uniform. One of our teachers comes, and basically she sees that one of my classmates are wearing the wrong socks. In that moment, during the mock drill, she points out, she says that, you're wearing the wrong socks. And all of our classmates were looking at my teacher, and we were like, is this a time to mention this, man? Once again, siren was going off. Our teacher was busy arguing about socks. We missed the second drill. Third time with the drill, basically it was the same thing again, but this time nearly all of my classmates fell in a domino effect down the stairs because someone pushed us, not our classmates, someone pushed us, and all of us were about to trample down the stairs like dominoes. So basically, our mock drill was not successful, Kitty. It was very chaotic for us. Because Kitty, on the news itself, they were mentioning that when mock drills are held, you're supposed to evacuate the classes. Our teachers were confusing us by telling us that we have to stay in the class and close the window. It was so confusing. And Aditya, where are you from? What do you do for a living? Kitty, and it's the same guy, Rachel and Kitty, the guy who ducked under the table. It's the same guy who had a sprained ankle, and he was the guy with wearing the different colored socks. Also, it's very funny in Hindi. Basically, the thing was like, we were saying that when we were waiting outside for everyone to like evacuate, we were waiting outside in the open. So like our classmates were joking. We were saying that, we'll save everyone single-handedly, because if a missile comes, we'll just catch it by our hands. We were literally standing there with our hands open like this because we did not understand the administration, the management that day was so shitty, and I was actually shocked. I wish I could describe properly the panic everyone had when the siren was going off, because some idiot latched the door so tightly we couldn't even get out of the classroom, man. It was like someone was, he's future Elon Musk, can you imagine? And the dude basically, you know what we would say? He had like sprained his ankle, but he thought he broke his ankle, okay? Kitty. And the thing was, he kept using the ankle that he sprained. So it was not healing quickly. We kept making jokes saying that his one leg is going to get shorter than the other one. I don't know why, because he keeps dragging his foot. So we're joking that his one leg is going to get shorter. Idiot, literally. Indeed. They latched the door so quickly, and I was yelling at them. I'm like, why did you latch the door? We're supposed to go out, dumbasses. We're supposed to move out in a line. Everyone is panicking so much that day. I don't know why we were panicking. God. And basically, in schools, we had a mock drill, and later that day, it was told that we're going to have a mock drill in our residential area as well. And for the residential area, the thing was that basically Rachel and Kitty, we were supposed to close the curtains and turn off the lights and like hide under the table out of sight in the residential area. One of my classmates, the same guy basically who has sprained ankle, he mentioned that shit, I can't close my curtains when there will be a mock drill in the residence, because he put the curtains for washing. So his window is exposed, and we were joking. We were saying that he's going to die at this point. He can't. Literally, I don't know how. Like Rachel, there are so many highlights that I've missed, but that day was so chaotic. I died laughing. Actually, the thing is, Rachel and Kitty, the thing was they told us to close the curtain, so I guess it won't reflect the windows in a way. But he was worried because basically the thing is that moonlight will directly strike his house, and the thing is the curtains are not there, so he's pretty much vulnerable. That dude is something else. Hi, Ibrahim, welcome back. So how is the walk, or like the outing in a way? We're just having a story time, that is. God, it was insane. I feel like. Actually, Kitty, everyone panicked that day. I was not the one panicking, but due to these people, my brain shut off. And the thing was like, in our when the mock drill was going on, basically it was a third mock drill, and the thing was that one of my classmates had to go use the washroom because he got so scared. I don't know why. Not scared, but he got very hyped up. So he said he had to go to the washroom. The boys in our class were joking that when you'll go to the restroom, please catch the missile for us, or else he will die in the washroom itself. We kept seeing that we're gonna hold our hands like this and we'll catch the missile. At this point, one of our classmates was saying that we are gonna be the main people that they're gonna test the missiles on, because we were standing in the open when the mock drill was going on. Everyone was evacuated to a safe place. Can you imagine that? And they told us to stand there for 30 minutes. So we were there like, if this truly happens, do you think we'll die? And everyone was like, yeah, we will, definitely. It's good, Brian. That's nice. Welcome back then. That's good that you're doing good. We were just having a story time. Basically, I was just talking about the funny story like the funny incident that took place in my school. Nothing much. Because no, Giri, some people, like, the thing is that when they get nervous, they have to go to the restroom. It's very normal, actually. Rachel, it is also. And Kitty and Rachel, when the mock drills were going on, our teachers looked so scared. They were so tense. We were like, one of our teachers was nearly having a panic attack. I don't know why. Everyone was like looking at her and telling her that she looks like she's heavily stressed. There's like heavy tension in the air. Yes, Ibrahim. Ibrahim, you missed a very important like thing, because like I was just telling about I guess you might know about the mock drills that had to take place in residential areas and in like schools during Operation Sindoor. But the one that we had the mock drills in our school, it was nothing less than a comedy that day, because they gave us the wrong instructions and basically we were neglected when the mock drill was going on, like the captains. That means us. Let me just read through Rachel. Hold on. Ibrahim, you can also like chat along. If you have any funny incidents, you can also go ahead. Oh my God, Sir Stephen. Oh no, Rachel, but like he should have definitely. I mean, like the teacher, sir, should have clarified, right, where to stand. He took it way too literally. Dhruv, where are you from, and what do you do for a living? That is true, though, Kitty. And surprisingly, he didn't want to go in the army, but he could not. He could not. He is way too panicky in a sense. Anurag, where are you from and what do you do for a living? Jennifer, where are you from? What do you do for a living as well? I'm not from Haryana, dude. Rasik, where are you from? What do you do for a living? Thank you so much, Dilip, for the like. I appreciate it. No, unfortunately, Kitty, there is no one from Russia at the moment in the chat. That is. But there are some regulars that do join. I do like two of my regulars are from Russia. They do join into the chat. So that is usually in my later lives, because if I tell you at the moment, this live will go on till 2:30 Indian Standard Time. It's 1:55 for me in my time zone. You can join in the evening lives as well. That is, evening lives is basically, if I tell you, that is 5 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. I'm very bad with like time zone conversions. I'm very sorry about that, because my second session, okay, yeah, 5 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. 5 p.m. Indian Standard Time. You can keep the notifications on. And Kitty, I always post my timings on my channel. It's on the description and it's in the community tabs as well. So you can check that out. I know, Rachel, it was common sense. You should have stood on his table, but I guess he was trying to irritate the teacher in a sense. He's trying to irritate the teacher, so maybe that's the case. Principal, expelled? I don't know. Suspended? I want to know about the consequences. Okay, Anurag, that's good. If I sorry, my live was reconnecting. I'm very sorry. Anurag and Jennifer, let me introduce myself. I'm from Darjeeling and I am a student of mass communication. After the 4 year course, I joined as a journalist and news anchor with Times Now. Well, Jennifer, nice to meet you. But basically, on the chat, we have a healthy discussion. We talk about a wide range of topics. That is, and alongside, I like to mention that you can also join in with us. You can talk, but just no religious topics or controversial topics on here. Besides that, anything else is welcome. And Jennifer, make sure to like the live as well in the meantime. Ibrahim, are you still here in the chat with us? Yes, Rachel, suspended for 10 days. Oh, well, that's the dude's fault. I mean, he should have not stood on the table. But why chat in the class? Like, integration is pretty, you should definitely focus on it. I suck at integration, so I'm not that good. Okay, no problem, Rachel. Just let me know when you'll be back. Hello, Samiksha. Welcome to the live. A long time no see. How are you doing? Make sure to like the live, okay? Me too, Ibrahim. Actually, like there were some role models in school, like teachers. You learn so much from them, indeed. I learned a lot from my English teacher as well. She gave, like, basically, she fostered in like the hobby, the love for researching and everything. And I feel like that's pretty good. No, 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 Jennifer, I'm just letting you know. By the way, it's just, I'm not telling you anything. Don't worry. Yes, Jennifer. Actually, I would suggest you have a look at my channel description. All the topics, what I talk about, the general live timings, what the channel is about, everything is mentioned there. So you can read through it, and then you can come back and we can continue with the conversation. Oh my God, I love Minecraft as well. Are you into gaming, Kitty? I'm also a gamer somewhat, but I don't game much. And Ibrahim, vocabulary from English teachers, it's pretty funny at first, but it's pretty good. Like the thing is like Ibrahim, my teacher recommended me like the best books. So I'm very thankful to her for that. Of course, Samiksha, I do remember you though. Of course. Well, tell me, how is everything going? How is your day going? Make sure to like the live, okay, if you haven't already. It's been a while, but of course, we did have a talk about a lot of things. The thing is, hi, Jennifer. That orange man, he's a little crazy. He's a little loco in a sense. Because, if I tell you honestly, Jennifer, the orange man wakes up on a Monday. He decides that, okay, I'm a little bored. What should I do with my day? Let me just put like 100% tariffs on India. Let me just do that. It's so ridiculous to say this, trust me. But like, he just, he does that. He puts tariffs. Alongside, then randomly on a Wednesday, he's like, oh, this is a little repetitive. 100% is too much. I'm going to do a little change. I'll go ahead with something else. And then he turns it into less tariffs. And then on Sunday, he's like, no, actually, I'm pretty bored. I want to party. I want to do something. And then after that, he just removes the tariffs. The man has insane mood swings, Jennifer. Insane. He has gone insane. He's just the epitome of insanity at this point. Oh, by the way, yeah, actually, Ibrahim, let me introduce you. Basically, I also don't know the name. The name is very hard to pronounce, but this is Kitty. I refer to her as Kitty, and basically, she's from Moscow. She or he. I'm so sorry if I'm misgendering you. I don't know. Kitty is from Russia and works for a private organization. And Ibrahim, you can also introduce yourself ahead if you wish. I'll let you take the stage for once. Nothing much, Samiksha. Nothing much is going on. As usual, just discussing about tech more, been more focused on that. I like talking about it. Well, Jennifer, that is correct though. Everyone agrees that he has insane mood swings. Everyone agrees with that. The thing is, let me tell you one thing as well, Jennifer. The thing is that, and you also, Kitty. Basically, India takes oil from Russia oil. India buys Russian oil, right? Now Trump puts tariffs on India for some reason. Puts tariffs. That dude, like, I don't know. He removes it. He puts it again. Insane. And then after that, the thing is, India takes that oil, that is, and then makes it. Basically, India takes that oil and refines it, processes it, and then gives that oil to other countries, that is Ukraine alongside. So, from Trump's logic, Russia is basically funding Ukraine's war, Ukraine and Russia's war. That's what Trump is thinking. And I don't know. There we go, Kitty. This is Ibrahim's introduction. And Ibrahim, you can also join in with us. You can also talk along in this conversation. And Kitty, that's a very nice way to put it, though. It is. Well, Samiksha, none actually, because I feel like American politicians, they're mainly like headless chickens in a way. Everyone's just fighting for position, for power in a sense. And let me tell you, US is finished in a way. America is finished because they're just fighting with the world for oil and all this. And I don't think it's gonna end well. Of course, that is also the main point, Kitty. That is. Well, Jennifer, let me tell you one thing, okay? Let me tell you this one quote that I follow heavily with. It is better to be America's enemy, but it is disastrous to be America's friend. That is what I think. Well, Kitty, that is also, of course, I don't know, man. If I just tell you the man has insane mood swings, he goes insane. He might have dementia at this point, Orange Man. I feel like, Kitty, that could be one of the instances. That could be a possibility. And I'm not saying this lightly.